And there are things we can do now to prepare if you have separated from your partner and children are involved. Today's Ask the Expert is sponsored by the Haefner Law Office. And joining me now is family law attorney Mark Haefner. Mark, thanks so much for being here with us today.
Thank you again for having me.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure. And it's important to really talk about this subject. It can be a little touchy, it can be a little tricky. Tell us a little bit about what you all do at the Haefner Law Office.
Haefner Law Office is a firm I started, about 17 years ago. We focus exclusively on family law. So we don't do traffic, we don't do criminal. It's 100% family, and that's where all of our time and attention is devoted to. Everyone on our team has had years of experience on it. And really, we really try and make sure that we streamline the process, make it as easy as possible, and already have the knowledge so you're not paying me to try and learn it.
Absolutely. And you all focus and specialize on family law. What makes you all different from other law offices as well?
One of the things that really sets us apart is we've developed a flat rate system. It comes with a certain number of credits. It helps people knowing up front what it's going to cost, both for contested and uncontested matters. It really does make people feel more comfortable knowing up front what it's going to be. Not to say that if you use up all your credits, it couldn't cost more, but we try and really make sure that we've got enough credits in there that's going to cover at least through your first hearing. If it goes beyond that, it could cost more. Another thing that we don't do is we don't have a minimum billable hour requirement like most firms. I want my attorneys focused on doing what's best for the clients, not what's best for the bottom line.
Absolutely. And divorces can get pretty expensive, so I'm sure all of your clients definitely appreciate that.
They definitely do. They definitely do.
And y'all have also won some incredible awards. I know you're a pretty humble man, but I'm going to give you an opportunity to go ahead and brag on them. Tell us about some of those awards.
Now, the two that I'm probably the most proud of are the Best Lawyers in America and then the Super Lawyers. And the reason why I really think those awards stand out above the rest that we've won are because they're peer reviewed, peer voted. So that means other family law attorneys have voted and said that we are one of the best law firms for family law in St. Louis, which it's very nice to get accolades from your colleagues. And I think it's because we really try and make things as simple as possible. We don't fight for the sake of fighting. We don't try and run up problems that aren't problems. And if we can settle, we're going to do it. And if we have to fight, we'll fight. But we try and avoid that if we can.
Well, hey, I like the way you think. And Mark, you all do practice family law, but what are some other areas that Haefner Law covers?
Well, with family law, it of course encompasses divorce, child custody, modification, paternity, which is all paternity. It doesn't mean we don't know who the father is. It generally means we're establishing rights and obligations for the parents and setting up a custody plan. So anything really having to do with family law, we do, but that is the only thing that we do.
Awesome. Well, a lot of topics encompass inside of family law, for
yes,
sure,
absolutely.
Right? Well, if people are interested in learning more about what you all do at Haefner Law and really how to prepare for divorce, if that is something they're thinking about, where can they find you?
You can go to our website, which is flatratedivorces.com. You can call us, 314-200-6101. We also have got a book that I've written. It basically is kind of just take the mystery out of the divorce process, answers a lot of questions, gives some tips and things in there. If you call the office, we'll send you out a free book and go from there.
Awesome. Well, Mark, thank you so much for joining us today. And really, this was started out of personal experience. Tell us about what this book and your law office means to you.
Well, this book, I think I was getting the same questions over and over and over 10 times a day. And I thought, how can I help people? And what can I do to make something of value and let people know what's going on. So that's where the book kind of came from. And as far as having my firm, one of the things that I really liked, I worked at a firm before where you have to bill X amount, and I got yelled at once for settling a case because I didn't bill enough on it yet. And I thought, I do not want to have that. If it were me and I were in that position, that's not the lawyer I'd want. So I created a firm that I would want to hire if I were in that position.
Awesome. And you are definitely helping a lot of people in our greater St. Louis area. So, Mark, thank you so much for being here with us today. And again, you can get a copy of Exit Strategy for free. We'll also make sure you have access to how you can contact the Haefner Law Office on our website at studiostl.tv. Don't go anywhere. We'll have a lot more of the show right after